开始。
My name is Albert. I'm responsible for order and social context.
Yeah, I'm Toby. I'm responsible for first half of class and summary.
I'm Ismail, and I'm responsible for the second half of the class.
My name is Toto. I'm responsible for characters.
I'm Steven. I'm responsible for the theme.
I'm Yuki. I'm responsible for them.
I'm Eric Wang. I'm responsible for symbol.
I'm Joe. I'm responsible for Q&A.
I'm Mike. I'm responsible for film and quotation and creativity. And today our presentation topic is Gone with the Wind. Bob.
Okay.
First, let me introduce the author. The author is Margaret Mitchell. She is an American writer and journalist. The novel Gone with the Wind is written by her. The background of this novel is in the American Civil War, which was occurred from 1861 to 1865. After this novel was published, she won the National Book Award for Most Distinguished Novel of 1966 and the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 1937. A collection of Mitchell's girlhood writings and a novella she wrote as a teenager include Last Lesson have been published. Last Lesson is a novella. It means the content of this novel is medium or short. And a collection of articles written by Mitchell for the Atlanta Journal was republished in book form. The social context of this novel. Gone with the Wind portrays an aspect of Southern life, the Confederacy, and the slavery during the Civil War time period. It also shows much of the world coming from the Southern perspective. Set in the 19th century American South, the film tells the story of Scarlett O'Hara. She is the female protagonist, and her romantic pursuit of Ashley Wilkes, who is married to his cousin, Melanie Hamilton. And Ashley Wilkes is the male protagonist in this film. At the end, Scarlett married to Red Butler. Gone with the Wind is a American epic historical romance film adapted from Margaret Mitchell's 1936 novel Gone with the Wind. Set against the backdrop of the American Civil War and Reconstruction era, the story is told from the perspective of Southerners.
Hello, my name is Mao, and I'm going to talk about little things about the main characters. In this film, there are four main characters. The main character, the female main character is Scarlett, and her cousin is Melanie, and Melanie's husband is Ashley. And yet Scarlett loves Ashley very much. And the last main character is Red, and he loves Scarlett very much, but their love ends in a miserable way. So let's get started.
Story time. And this book is happening before the Civil War in a manor called Terra. brothers and tell something, and tell about wars to Scarlet, but Scarlet was not interested in it. So the couple of brothers told her a gossip about that Ashley will marry to Melanie. And after she knowing this, after her father came back from the 12 Oaks, and she asked something about Ashley's party, and yes, and she asked her father if he can take him to that place. And after knowing this news about Ashley will get married to Melanie, and her father comfort that she can pick all the boys in the town. And the most important is the Tara is the most important because and her father told him that you will know how the Tara important in the future. Yes. And this thing is about and this thing is about Melanie at a party, and she asked Ashley in a room, asked him into a room, and Scarlett show her love to Ashley, but Ashley said we are not matched. We are not perfectly matched. But Scarlett is stubborn, and Ashley is yes, and Ashley refused her because he said he will hurt her feelings. Yes. And Scarlett console Melanie and also smash Ashley harshly. So, and then Ashley leave the room so angry. Yeah. So we'll show you a video about this part.
Don't you want to marry me?
I'm going to marry Melanie.
But you can't now if you care for me.
Oh, my dear, why must you make me see things that would hurt you? How can I make you understand? You're so young and unthinking. You don't know what marriage means.
I know I love you and I want to be your wife. You don't love Melanie.
She's like me, Scott. She's part of my blood and we understand each other.
But you love me.
How could I help loving you? You who have all the passion for life that I lack. But that kind of love isn't enough to make a successful marriage for two people who are as different as we are.
Why don't you say it, you coward? You're afraid to marry me. You'd rather live that silly little fool who can't open her mouth except say yes, no, and raise a hand of me, my bread, just like you.
You mustn't say things like that about Melanie.
Who are you to tell me I mustn't? You led me on. You made me believe you wanted to marry me.
Now, Scarlett, be fair. I never at any time...
You did, it's true, you did. I hate you till I die. I can't think of anything bad enough to call you.
There's a war starting.
Sir, you should have made your presence known.
In the middle of that beautiful love scene? That wouldn't have been very tactful, would it? But don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Sir, you are no gentleman.
And you, miss, are no lady.
Oh.
Don't think that I hold that against you. Ladies have never held any charm for me.
First you get a low, common advantage of me, then you insult me.
I meant it as...
is nothing. And before this picture, there are any stories about this. And also, because Ashley will announce his marriage to Melanie, so Melanie's brother Charles Hamilton also in the party, and Charles find Scarlett at the party, and Charles give her a proposal. And after Scarlett watching Ashley kissing goodbye to Melanie, and Scarlett agree Charles' proposal. And not many, but no longer Charles was died in the war. Because of the disease, and Scarlett became a widow, and she was very upset and disappointed all the time. So her mother told him that she can go to Atlanta to find Melanie, but her babysitter think that Melanie go to the Atlanta just because of the Ashley, not Melanie. And they came to a party is that is funding some things for the army, so Leyland can fight very well. And at a party, if you want to dance with a girl, you should beat them for a chance. So Red beat the Scarlett and invite her to dance. But a doctor called Mick and say that she is a widow. She cannot dance with other men during this time. But Scarlett said, I want. So they dance. They finally dance, and by everyone's are stunning, and yes. And after that, Red to Paris to redeem their things at a donation party. So, and Red bring back a hat to Scarlett, to her. And Scarlett is very happy. She wants Red kiss her, but Red didn't want to. And then Red talking about that the Civil War is almost finished. And Scarlett asked Red about what happened to Ashley. But after hearing this question, Red is very angry about that. Scarlett still loves Ashley, so Red leave the room very angry. And this thing is about before the Christmas holiday. Ashley back to the home, and and after the Christmas holiday, and Ashley will get back to the army, because Melanie is so sad that she didn't want to Ashley went back to the army. So Scarlett got a chance to wait for Ashley in front of the door. And Scarlett gave Ashley her man-made belt, and Ashley asked her to help her tie up. And actually kissed her, but Scarlett wants him kiss her lips, but Ashley hesitate and just leave. And this picture is about they are during the war, and the Red asks Scarlett to get away from the war to another place so they can be safe. But Scarlett thinks that she promised that Ashley told her that she will take good care of Melanie. So she chose stay at the same place. And after Red take her to the road in front of the tower, Red roughly kissed her and gave her a gun to protect herself. And after that, Scarlett and her baby are back to the Terra safely. And I think this is the most important part in this story. And when Scarlett back to Terra, and she found that 12 Oaks are already destroyed, and she found that her mother was passed away because she took care of her sisters, and her father and also because their house are temporary command center, so their house are not be destroyed, but some value things in their house was took away by the North. So because of this, his dad got a mental illness. So after Scarlett watched this scene, she outside and she went outside his house and dig up a carrot and eat up and say even lie, steal, deceive or kill, she will not let herself and her family starve. And she swear if she said this, as God is my witness, I'll never be hungry again. So I'll show this clip.
I'll never be hungry again. No, not any of my food. If I had to lie, cheat or kill, then God is my witness. I'll never be hungry again.
Wakey everyone, it's now, and I'm going to talk about the next half of the story. Here we go. So after the Civil War, the North won the war, and this happened after Ashley went back from the war, and Scarlett was very happy, but yet she couldn't be with Ashley because Ashley already had won. So Scarlett here asked him if he can elope with her, and then Ashley kissed Scarlett, but then Ashley denied her request and say, people is not that important because you are always accompanied by Tara, Lillette. Next. So after the war, the North just conquered the South, so they just raised up the taxes, and that Ashley and Scarlett couldn't afford. So Scarlett came up with an idea. She went to the jail. I want to mention one point because in this story, Ashley and Grit are from the South. They belong to the South Army, so they lost and Grit just got into a jail. Scarlett went to see Grit because she wanted money. She needed money to pay the taxes, but once she went to the jail, Grit knows what she intended to do, so he denied her request. And for that, Scarlett had a grudge against Grit because he didn't lend her money. After the jail, Scarlett went home. She wanted to seek another approach to solve the tax problem. And on the car, she met one guy. His name is Frank. Okay, I want to introduce this man. This man is called Frank. He was poor. He was once poor. And he wanted to marry Scarlett's sister named Sulan. But in here, at this time, Frank was already a successful businessman, and he was able to marry Sulan now. At this point, Scarlett came up with an idea. She first lied to Frank that Sulan had already married, and Scarlett just lied to him and asked him if they can marry. Then Frank agreed. So money problem gone. She has his money to pay the taxes, so things just got better and better. And after, in the next scene, Grit came out from the jail. He escaped, and he first went to find Scarlett. And Scarlett just ignored him because he didn't lend her money. And on her way to her homeland, she passed by the ghetto, and she was attacked by those poor men. Because at that time, a wagon is very, a wagon is a represent of the rich people. And when the people in the ghetto saw it, they just attacked Scarlett. And after Scarlett saved by her neighbor, Ashley and Frank and Rick knew the truth, and so they decided to attack the ghetto. But in that attack, Frank died, and Ashley got hurt. So this is the second time Scarlett became a widow. And while she was mourning for her husband, Frank, this guy just proposed to Scarlett. Even though he knows that Scarlett didn't love him, she loved Ashley. Yet, Scarlett just said yes. I don't know why. So at the beginning of this marriage was very happy. They had a very great honeymoon. But still, Red knows that Scarlett didn't love him. Red knew that Scarlett loved Ashley, and he became gradually sad, and he was hopeless. So he decided to take their daughter, named Bonnie, to London. Went back to London, but after a few days, Bonnie said that she missed her mother. So Red decided to bring Bonnie back to Tara, and Red decided to leave Len. Okay, in this process, when Red went back to Tara, he had a conversation with Scarlet. Scarlet told him that she was pregnant again, but Red just don't give a thing. She just said, whose kid was that? Then Scarlet was very angry, and she tried to hit Red, but Red dodged that. Then Scarlet fell down the stairs and just aborted. So after Scarlet was aborted, Red found that Red was very regret about his behavior. So he decided to save this relationship, and he decided to treat both Bonnie and Scarlet well. So one day, this Bonnie, she was riding a horse, and she was playing in the yard. But Scarlet was very concerned about Bonnie because Scarlet's father is died because of riding horse, and he fell down off the horse. So she was afraid that this will happen on Bonnie again. And undoubtedly, Bonnie died too because she fell down from the horse. And in the meanwhile, Melanie, Scarlett's cousin, also died because of the early disease, because of the war. And do you think who was Scarlet concerned first? Of course, it was Ashley. Even though her daughter died, she went to find Ashley first. She cried with him and she hugged with him. And Red saw that situation, and he knew that he couldn't go back. The relationship was just broken completely. So Red decided to leave her. But in the meanwhile, Scarlet found out that the only one she loved was always great. But when she tried to save this relationship, it is too late. Red was already dead in the spirit. So Red just denied her request and just leave Tara. And in the end, Scarlet found out that even though people are just leaving and coming, but the only thing always accompanied her is this then, Tara. And no matter, she can fix the relationship between Red in the future. And she thought she can do that. But the only thing she concerned now, it should be Tara, her homeland. And let's see the final video.
I can't let it go. I can't. It must be somewhere really bad. Oh, I can't think about this now. I go crazy if I do. I'll think about it tomorrow.
Already finished, so let's welcome Toto.
Okay, now I'm going to introduce you the main characters. And the first one is Scarlett O'Hara. And at the beginning of the movie, Scarlett as an innocent athletic girl. And in the Tara arc, she talked with the other man, and the other man also like Scarlett because of her personality. And when Scarlett heard that Ashley going to marry her cousin Melanie, and she become nervous and envy her cousin Melanie. And after the Secret War, she becomes stronger because she loses her daughter and her husband, Red Butler. And finally, she back to Tara, and Ivani realized that nothing is better than Tara. Okay, next one. That is the Prince Butler. And she's a clever and smart man. And before the Secret War starts, he already knows that the North is better than the South. And she's not like often people because of he always know that the reality. And she loved his first thing with Scarlett. It was a scene he used a lot of money in order to dance with Scarlett. And why I said it's understanding because whenever Scarlett is in need, she's always there for Scarlett. Then Ashley Wiggins. He's a traditional and conservative man because she always follows the rules, and she's loyal to his lover Melanie. Because Scarlett fall in love in Ashley, he had his mind set up with Melanie. Okay, last one is Melanie Hamilton. She's also a traditional woman, and she loyal her husband Ashley. Everyone say that she is a very good and kind person, innocent and curiosity, because she know that the Scarlett keep chasing her husband Ashley Wiggins, but Melanie turn her brown eyes just and she don't want to make the thing big.
Next is dreams, hopes, and plans. In the movie, we love to watch the characters' plans turn into ashes and general unhappiness. Scarlett is miserable when her dreams don't work out and miserable when they do work out. Basically, if you are Scarlett, you will know the feeling in the movie. Next. Gone with the Wind is often thought of one of the greatest love story of all time. In the movie, everyone loves the wrong person, and when they love the right person stops loving them, and suddenly make them the wrong person instead. Love in the movie is always at least a little bit tragic. Maybe that's what people want in a great movie about love. And as you expect from a historical movie called historical movie, the story is obsessed with the past. Everything before the war was better than everything after the war. Yet, at the same time, does this love about this misguided nostalgia? The movie also presents nostalgia as misguided, or at least impractical. Memory is a source of weakness, but also ability in this movie.
The next one is race. Race background can be seen in Gone with the Wind, just as the black characters are decided secondary. And also in Gone with the Wind, those Union soldiers look like liberators, and the black seems not like little characters, but like little ones. So race also turned Gone with the Wind inside out. In the movie, white people have power, but poor whites are seen as almost subhuman, and for most black people are even unable to own themselves. This divergence can make people who stole black labor very wealthy. So society, class, and race influence the characters in Gone with the Wind a lot. And war and violence. War and violence in Gone with the Wind are presented as awful and unnecessary. And it may be because that the novel never admit the cause of the war was slavery. Thus, the war seems to be almost nothing, and even a waste of life that destroy the beautiful southern society for no reason.
Okay. Now is the symbol. Okay. Okay, now it's Sorry for Scarlet. In the movie, Scarlet represents feminism and the motherland. Yeah, and because she in fact refused to follow the tradition, like the mother told her how to be a woman, and she also went to a party when she was widow, and she achieved better achievement than Mel. She run the company business very good and earned so much fortune than Mel. Also, her strong material instinct made her position not only a female but also a mother. She is always full of energy and she always helps others. After the war, she helped the poor, the sick, like Melanie and her baby, and also the black slaves. And she is also an hero, not an owner, because she embraced and accepts everything, even though that makes her life harder. Yes. Now it's red, and the symbol of red is bad, but the bad is not kind of bad person bad. It's kind of like unrestrained. He has his own ideas and his own thoughts, even though others don't share the same opinion or ideas. He is still willing and be brave to say that. Also, his symbol focus and smart, because when he focused on one thing or he targeted one thing, he did everything he can to reach the goal. And he is smart and he had many friends, so he can always use some smart ways or use some friends to make his life better and easier. And this made him kind of reliable. Now it's Terra. The symbol of Terra is home. Terra is the home of Scarlet, and after the war, when Scarlet had no place to go, she went back to Terra, which is his hometown. Even though Terra is destroyed after the war, she still believes that it is still a harbor that she can rely on, and she believes that she can rebuild and make it wonderful again. And then is Ashley. The symbol of Ashley is unrealistic and weak, because he always says men have to be gentle and grace, and even though the situation is emergent, he still put these things and say these things, and that makes him kind of unrealistic and weak, because he can really reject the love of Scarlet, and he also can make some important decisions. And it's Melanie. She is kind and merciful, because she already knew that Scarlet loved her husband, but she still embraced her and even helped her and say something good for her when people are saying something bad about Scarlet, because she's kind and merciful. She thinks they are a family, they have to help each other, and people are always nice. Last is the 12 Oak Grill, and the symbol of it is flourish and dream. Before the war started, it is a beautiful place where people held parties and shared funny things. But after the war, all of these disappeared like a dream. After the war, people are dead and this place are destroyed. There's no way they can rebuild this place and make it flourish like it used to be. So all those beautiful things are disappeared like shadows.
And then the quotation, and the first one is red. Red first meet the Scarlet, and they say the conversation. And the second one is the Charlotte come back to the carrot, and she said, "I never be hungry again." And the third one is the Charlotte and talked to the rat talked to a Shredded, and he felt very very disgust of the Shredded.
Yeah, and now is the Q&A time. Yeah. And first, and I have prepared some chocolate bars for you guys, and all the answer is very easy. It's just as they said about in the presentation. And first question is, what is the social context of this film? And the clue is a war. Yes. Do anybody have the answers? Everybody? Oh yeah, Brenda. Whoa, so smart. And American Civil War. Whoa. Give him applause. And number 2 is a more easier question. What is the symbol of terror? Yeah. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Applause. So smart. The end. Question 3 is, what is the symbol of scarlet? And 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's the last question and the most difficult question. Yeah, and what is the most classic line that Scarlett has said? And the clue is about the Hungary. And 3, 2, 1. Whoa, Eric. Ooh.
A scar is my weakness. I'll never be hungry again.
Wow, so smart. Thank you for your listening.
And this is our presentation now.